Hey guys, so I am back. It has been a really long time. It's probably been more than a month, I think, but I am almost 21 weeks pregnant now. So I've been getting pretty big. And not only that, but we just moved. We've only really been preparing for the move, so not a whole lot has happened besides us finding out that we're having a boy. Um, but anyway, today I wanted to show you guys the dinner that I'm going to be making. It's called Jeera Aloo Salan, and it's basically a meat curry with potatoes. It just has a lot of prep work to it, but once you've prepared all the ingredients and gotten all of them out, especially the spices, it just goes really fast. And then you have to just let the whole thing cook until the meat is tender. So let's get right to it because it's almost 6:30 and I really don't have that much time to do this on the weekdays, but I decided, I kind of want something hearty today. So here goes. The first thing that you're going to need are some chopped potatoes or cubed potatoes. And I have here 3 medium-sized potatoes that I just cubed up into like 1-inch pieces. And on the side here I have about 2 tablespoons of ginger paste, about 2 tablespoons of chopped or minced garlic. I have 3/4 of an onion, and that has also been chopped. On my plate of spices, I think that's 3 tablespoons of garam masala, 3 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons. I do believe I put two tablespoons of coriander powder. And then I have 2 tablespoons of cumin powder, about a tablespoon of cayenne pepper or red chili powder. I have about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 small pieces of mace. I have 3 large black cardamoms, just the seeds, about 4 small green cardamoms, also just the seeds, and I have a couple of bay leaves in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave all those guys ready while I have my oil heating up, and that's where I'm going to shallow fry the potatoes. With the potatoes, I just kind of patted them dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna salt them and fry them until they're golden brown. Then I'm going to remove them from that pot and we'll start on the curry making. So let me just do that and then we'll get back to it once I'm starting the curry. So my potatoes are to the point where I took them out. They're not super brown, but they've just kind of started to get starchy. My oil is still in there. I'm just gonna add my onions. Now, depending on how much sauce you want, you can add more onions than this. And we're going to caramelize these onions so that they basically form the base of our sauce, of our curry. Okay, so we'll let that get to a nice deep brown, almost chocolatey color. And we'll add some of the spices. I made a paste with the garam masala powder, the coriander powder, the cumin powder, and the red chili powder. So I added about maybe 3 tablespoons of water. I just mixed it all up thoroughly, and that's going to go in right before the meat goes in. And then, the other spices are still here. I'm going to add the remaining spices that were on this plate. Stir it around. And then I'm going to add this spice mixture. After you've added your spice mixture and you've cooked it for about a couple of minutes, you'll start to add the meat. And today I'm using some country style pork ribs that I've cut into just, you know, smaller pieces, maybe 2-inch cubes. So I'll just add that right now. I've added the pork and I've stirred it around a little bit, but I also forgot to tell you guys that you need some tomatoes, a couple of tomatoes that are diced. But because I don't want to open a new can and I only have one large can of tomato sauce, I'm just going to use about 2 tablespoons of very concentrated tomato paste. So I'll just mix this around and get this a bit brown before I add the ginger and the garlic. After a few minutes of the meat frying, I'm just going to add 3 cups of water. And then after I add the water, we'll cover this, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer until the meat is getting pretty tender, and then I'll add the potatoes. So after an hour and a half of simmering, this is what this Jeera Aloo Salan looks like. You can see some of the potatoes have broken down. You could add them a little later if you want them to stay intact, but I kind of want the sauce part to get thick. And then once all the fat comes up, you can skim it off. I think I'll do that later when it cools down a little bit more. And then just have it on some rice. And this is probably one of the more difficult Indian curries to make, but it tastes so good because of the black cardamom and the green cardamom. I probably wouldn't recommend it for weeknight dinners, but for some reason I really wanted to make this. But there you have it. If you like Indian curries, you have to try this. This probably wouldn't be found at most Indian restaurants. It's more of like a darker tasting curry, so it has that smoky flavor from the black cardamom. So if you're into that, then this is the curry to go and make. So we'll see you guys later, and probably try to make videos more often, but I don't know, I just haven't been feeling up to it. And when I do make something, it's something that I've already shown you guys, so I don't want to take a video of it. But we'll just see you guys next time, whenever that next time is, and see you later.